Good evening and welcome to the news. I'm Dinesh Rentley bringing you the top stories of the day. Ampreen Lingdaw raises concern over Meghalaya farmers' cabbage crisis. The government is following a legal process on the lightened hawkers issue, says Ampreen. As part of Kargil Vijay Diwas, Prime Minister Modi and President Murmu pay tribute to martyrs. And CGP withdraws its agitation after the government agrees to its demands. First, the local news. Former Agriculture Minister and MDA2 Government Advisor Ampreen Lingdaw has expressed concern over the plight of Meghalaya's cabbage farmers, calling the situation unfortunate. She said multiple factors contributed to the crisis and stressed the need for a different policy approach for perishable crops. Lingdaw expressed confidence that Agriculture Minister and Chief Minister Conrad K. Sangma are addressing the issue. She also questioned the role of the Khasi Hills Autonomous District Council in preventing farmers from being forced to give away their produce for free.
I feel for the farmers who have had to just give away their products and produces, because I am not in position to have access to reasons thereof. But as a common citizen and as a member of the Legislative Assembly, I know that the government is trying its best to institute layers of protection in the interest of farmers. And I am sure that the Agriculture Minister, in collaboration with the Honorable Chief Ministers, are attending to this. Unfortunately, perishable items need a different kind of policy thinking and thought process.
Advisor to the MDA2 government and East Shillong MLA Ampreen Lingdaw said the state government is addressing the lightened hawkers issue through due process and denied allegations of inaction. Lingdaw stressed that previous eviction drives showed the need to follow legal procedures, including laws protecting street vendors. She urged all stakeholders to comply with court directives and government orders while ensuring a balance between hawkers' livelihoods and residents' right to accessible roads and footpaths.
It is incorrect to presume that the agenda of the hawkers crowding the streets and the public pathways of the state, of the constituency and the locality of Limekra as something that we are not taking seriously. It is not easy because there are laws that have become active and are governing, and you cannot take for granted any decision that we take. So hence, a platform was made available to all parties, not just government, but even those that have been asked now through various notifications to move out to a location which is suitable and which is convenient for the public.
The 136th episode of Prime Minister Narendra Modi's Mann Ki Baat was screened at Lower Balyab village in Meghalaya's Ribhoi district, where residents gathered to hear the Prime Minister's message on environmental responsibility, innovation and nation building. Speaking to DD News, Meghalaya BJP ST Morcha member Hemanta Timung said the Prime Minister urged citizens to reduce plastic use and adopt eco-friendly practices. Village headman Ananta Timung said the program has encouraged continued public participation in similar initiatives.
ये सब जानकारी मिलने के लिए मैं सब के लिए अच्छा लगा हुआ, जैसा प्लास्टिक के बारे में बोला है, इस सब के बारे में बोला, और दूसरा विभिन्न ये क्या बोले जो हम लोग न्यूज़ में भी नहीं मिलता है सब इन्फॉर्मेशन, तो यहाँ में भी अच्छा से वो हम लोग को समझ में आता है, बस्ती में सबको भी ये आता है, इसलिए वो प्रोग्राम आगे होने से भी हम लोग ये करेगा, कोऑपरेट करेगा, इसमें दिखेगा हम लोग भी समझता है, छोटा छोटा बात जो छोटा छोटा सामान हम लोग को जानकारी मिलता है।
Village leaders from the Marmain area inspected the damage caused by recent flash floods, including a washed-away bridge at Rong Saheb and flooded paddy fields from Rongbata to Khongwing. Led by Komin Ingti Rangbashnong of Khulya and chairman of the Sinjokki Rangbashnong Marmain Circle, the team called for urgent construction of river embankments and a stronger bridge to withstand future floods. They urged elected representatives and the state government to address the difficulties faced by residents and farmers affected by the disaster.
Kene jingking penankam baru kene sinong gibadon markab ke bordar hangne nadu kuswai terta nadu Khulya Samhru Marman nga im sipara Assam bat Meghalaya marwa ki nongsung sinong hangne gibadon nagaliang Assam ki pentip sa MLA directly de kata gadau ki simkhya dalade UMLA hi wan banpek ya kene jingking de nagaliang jongiru ki sengu sibun ya i wadda ngindai ta MLA jongiru andre sim ke jingkit klik ke bakrau namar ba itip ka kene ka jingking kalong ka badan kambah na ka banta kin ka ba ka yo ka hat jongi.
The documentary Weaves of Empathy was screened at the headquarters Director General Assam Rifles Light Corps, highlighting the oral history, cultural heritage, resilience and traditions of the Naga community. The documentary captures the voices of elders and youth, showcasing the role of songs in passing ancestral wisdom and promoting empathy and peace amid conflicts. Here's a detailed report.
The documentary Waves of Empathy, conceptualized by MEGHALAYA and directed by Parashir Barwa, was screened at the headquarters Director General Assam Rifles Light Corps. The film explores the Naga community's oral traditions, resilience and cultural heritage, highlighting empathy, reconciliation and the preservation of indigenous knowledge. Speaking after screening, Mrs. Nakira stressed the importance of storytelling in preserving oral histories and strengthening social cohesion. The event reaffirmed the Assam Rifles' commitment to promoting the cultural heritage of the Northeast, dialogue and the national integration.
So Naga Oral History Stories of Empathy was one effort to capture the culture of Nagaland through the lens of empathy. As such, there is no dearth of content on the internet about Nagaland and its culture. But when you view it from the lens of empathy, the stories, all the cultural aspects, they sound very different. It's a different part of Nagaland that comes to the fore.
The screening was attended by Air Marshal Inderpal Singh Walia, AVSM VM Air Officer Commanding-in-Chief, Eastern Air Command, as the chief guest, along with Lieutenant General Vikas Lakera, AVSM SM Director General Assam Rifles, senior officials of the Indian Army and the Assam Rifles, media personnel, students, families and distinguished citizens of Shillong. During the event, Air Marshal Walia described the documentary as a priceless cultural archive that preserves the history and the social traditions of Naga people for the future generation.
For generations in the past, when the written tradition did not exist, our ancestors in all parts of the world have preserved their essence through their memories and oral rendition. Bards, griots, poets have sustained these respective rich oral history traditions all over the world. So here today, we have seen and heard the elements of Naga history which have been spoken from the heart and has assumed epic-like qualities. For me, this movie has had a twofold impact. In some way, it has captured some of the history, and it also documented many of the sociological aspects of the proud Naga people. to the way they function as a society. So this remarkable documentary does not merely record history, it breathes life into the very soul of Nagaland.
Director Parasher Barua said the documentary explores the oral traditions, resilience and cultural heritage of the Naga people through the voices of the community elders and the youth, highlighting empathy, reconciliation and preservation of indigenous heritage. The evening also featured the first public performance of Walk With Me by Assam Rifles Public School Choir under the direction of music teacher Mahai. Emerging from Project Empathy's Naga Oral History Project Stories of Empathy, the song conveyed a powerful message of the compassion, resilience and standing by one another without judgment.
So when Project Empathy and this idea of documenting the project came to me, it was an opportunity for me to also pick up the threads where I left and look at it from a completely different perspective. And it was a very happy challenge that, you're so colored as a filmmaker when you come to Nagaland. And you have a certain preconceived notion that probably took me 21 years to maybe get out of that. And then when Project Empathy came, and it was a completely different perspective, which I had to unlearn a lot of things. I think the governing principle while approaching the film from the start is empathy. And how do you practice empathy? As a filmmaker, how do I bring that into my own craft? I believe this film is part of that continuing history that that probably the young will also be able to understand and add their perspective to oral history traditions.
The event reflected Assam Rifles' continued commitment to strengthening cultural awareness, social harmony and national integration through meaningful community initiatives. Bureau Report, DD News, Meghalaya.
Kanchi Palun organized a grand felicitation program at Yokanchi to honor local youth Kitkupar Nongsiet for his outstanding achievement at the World Championships of Performing Arts 2026 in Las Vegas, USA. Kitkupar secured a top 5 finalist position and won 3 gold medals and 2 bronze medals at the global competition. The event was attended by MLA Shakliar Warjri, MDC Powell Soklet and others. Leaders praised Kitkupar's dedication and encouraged the youth to nurture their talents through hard work, discipline and perseverance.
Kanika jinjob jonga nga dedicate ni kong impa ibala tristom ban pelong breu yang haduk mentah haduk kanika kelimat ke mentah ladam dei mei ibayalam ya kanika lenti na mentah jonga nga ngamlong kumni kumbangalong ngala ban garanti 100% kega aimen siemru ya kilong kmi kilong kpa jong kasnong nga jongi bakin ai men siem ya lagi jong ki khon bakidon ya kanu kasap kin kedau lenti kin yalam lenti syakata kasap kabau bleu ai ki.
Kargil Vijay Diwas was observed across the country on July 26th to commemorate India's victory in the 1999 Kargil War and mark the 27th anniversary of Operation Vijay. The day honours the 527 brave soldiers who made the supreme sacrifice while reclaiming strategic heights in the Kargil sector of Ladakh. The observance serves as a reminder of the valour and unwavering commitment of India's soldiers in safeguarding the nation's sovereignty. Here's a detailed report.
Speaking to DD News, retired Lieutenant Colonel Martin Kongmen said Kargil Vijay Diwas is a solemn occasion to pay tribute to the extraordinary courage, unwavering dedication and supreme sacrifice of the nation's soldiers who fearlessly defended India's sovereignty and territorial integrity during the Kargil War. He said today is the opportunity to celebrate the success of Operation Vijay, a historic military campaign that demonstrated the bravery, resilience, strategic planning and professionalism of the Indian Armed Forces under extremely challenging conditions in the high-altitude terrain of Kargil.
Celebrating Operation Vijay, it marks the official successful conclusion of the 60-day conflict on June on July 26, 1999, when the Indian troops ousted, or rather threw out, the Pakistani infiltrators from the heavily fortified high-altitude positions. It is an inspiring occasion to inspire national pride on all Indian citizens.
Lieutenant Colonel retired Kongmen said that the legacy of the Kargil heroes continues to inspire generations of Indians, reminding citizens of the immense sacrifices made to safeguard the nation's freedom and security. He added that Kargil Vijay Diwas instilled a deep sense of patriotism, national pride and gratitude towards the armed forces, while encouraging the youth to uphold the values, courage, selfless service and unwavering commitment to the nation.
India is not that type of a country which hungers or thirsts for war. It's not a warmonger. Its military might and capability are very much at par with other great nations of the world. If at any time the integrity and sovereignty is threatened or endangered, it will not hesitate to defend itself with discipline, patriotism and zest to conduct oneself staunchly in favor of one's own country.
As the nation marks the 27th Kargil Vijay Diwas, the day stands as a powerful reminder of the valor, sacrifice and unwavering commitment of the Indian Armed Forces. It calls upon every citizen to honor the heroes of Kargil and uphold the spirit of patriotism and national unity they so courageously defended. Bureau Report, DD News, Meghalaya.
Let's now move on to national news. Prime Minister Narendra Modi, President Draupadi Murmu and Vice President C.P. Radhakrishnan paid tribute to the brave soldiers who made the supreme sacrifice during the Kargil War on Kargil Vijay Diwas. Prime Minister Modi said the day fills every Indian with pride and serves as a reminder of the courage and dedication of the armed forces, urging citizens to honor the martyrs and work towards a secure, capable and self-reliant India. President Murmu and Vice President Radhakrishnan hailed the soldiers' unparalleled valor, patriotism and sacrifice, saying their bravery continues to inspire generations and stands as a symbol of India's military strength and national unity. Union Minister Prahlad Joshi has been assigned the charge of the Ministry of Education following the resignation of Dharmendra Pradhan from the Union Council of Ministers. President Draupadi Murmu has accepted Pradhan's resignation with immediate effect. Joshi, who currently holds the portfolios of Consumer Affairs, Food and Public Distribution and New and Renewable Energy, will now handle the Education Ministry in addition to his existing responsibilities.
And I am thankful to the Prime Minister. In last 12 years of Prime Minister Shri Modi government, many historical achievements have been done, and even in last 4-5 years, Shri Dharmendra Pradhan also executed national new education policy. All such things have been done, and country is really, it has advanced very well in the new education system, and under the guidance of the Prime Minister, I will try to perform to the best of my capacity under Prime Minister's guidance.
The CJP has withdrawn its agitation after the government agreed to address its key demands following the third round of talks with Union Ministers J.P. Naga and Dr. Jitendra Singh in New Delhi. The government assured that no action would be taken against protesters, FIRs filed against them would be withdrawn and copies would be provided. The CJP said the decision was taken in good faith and expressed hope that the agreed measures would be implemented within the stipulated timelines.
On that note, the Cockroach Janata Party declares that we withdraw the agitation in good faith and understanding that the agreed upon terms will be executed within the agreed upon timelines.
Let's now go over to international news. Yemen's Iran-backed Houthi rebels have launched missiles and drone attacks targeting Saudi Arabia in response to Saudi airstrikes on the Red Sea port city of Hodeidah. Houthi spokesperson Yahya Sari claimed the attacks targeted Aramco facilities in Yanbu and Jizan, with Saudi authorities confirming air raid sirens in both cities. The escalation has raised concerns over the security of the Bab el-Mandeb Strait, a key global shipping route. Iran has called for dialogue and diplomacy to resolve the Yemen conflict. And now for the weather report. In Tura, the minimum temperature was 24 degrees Celsius, with the maximum rising to 31 degrees Celsius and relative humidity at 71%. Moving on to Shillong, the minimum temperature was 18 degrees Celsius, with the maximum at 26 degrees Celsius and relative humidity at 70%. Meanwhile, in Jawai, the minimum temperature was 20 degrees Celsius, with the maximum at 26 degrees Celsius. Relative humidity was 77%. The forecast in Tura, Shillong and Jawai say moderate rain is likely to occur at many places. And now for a quick recap of today's headlines. Amperine raises concern over Meghalaya farmers' cabbage crisis. The government is following a legal process on the Lightenkra hawkers issue, says Amperine Lingdor. As part of Kargil Vijay Diwas, Prime Minister Narendra Modi, President Draupadi Murmu pay tribute to martyrs. And CJP withdraws its agitation after the government agrees to its demands. That's all the news we have today. Thanks for watching. We'll catch you same time tomorrow. Have a good evening.